This is Rebecca. I'm from Beijing. Well, today I bring some data and I want to share some information about China market. So first, I want to introduce VRCORE a little bit. We are a developer community in China focused in VR industry. So right now we can like the biggest. So the member joining our community, they can cover by developing hardware, publishing platform, and many kind of different business company. Well, we also focusing on connecting China and the world. People will call us. You can imagine like simply just like a hub. We're trying to make China can have communicate with different world, different markets, and we also try to promote VR content and VR industry in China to the world. So this is the VRCORE Awards we are keep doing for this year. Should be the third one, and we started at 2016. That year we got over 300 pieces drawing in the competition, and that year we only have 10 prize. So since going after every year the prize number, we will redesign it for suitable, make it suitable for the industry situation that year. So when we do the second one, we have 14 prize. This year. 2018, this is the third year VRCORE Awards. The ceremony will happen very soon, this month, 24th. And also, it will release in Shanghai. And for the people who have interest in joining the competition, but this year don't have enough time, so next year we will release in May. So if anyone have interesting, please check the detail on our website. And also, I want to point it out, and from last year, we have close cooperation with VR Now. And like I am the jury about VR Now Awards, also Tim is our jury about VRCORE Awards. So he will join me to the ceremony next week in Shanghai. We are very glad to have cooperation with different organizations, especially the strongest German community, we think. Well, we're looking for in the future more and more international cooperation will happen. Anyone have interesting, please talk to me. So I want to introduce this whole year what we are doing now. The first VRCORE also can be publisher. So this year we released one game. Also, they are the 2016 winner from VRCORE Awards. So we release this on PlayStation VR. Right now you can buy it not only in American, in Europe, also Asia market. And it on Steam too. So depends on right now, we are the top selling Chinese VR content on PSVR. And also every year we will do developer report. This year, 2018, is released on May. And almost every year we will release the new report. So I bring some data from the report. We do the research we ask over 400 developers, make them join in the research. So I think that's the most highest valuable industry report from China. So this year, compared with last year, 2017, the number of new team not raising that much. Still have some new company, new startup team, they join in the VR industry, try to make some chance. And B2B business become more and more important than before. I think the same thing happened in German too. And more team try to focus on their financial situation, try to earn more income. And also, that's what I say, less new team join in, but they create more experience. There's only 12% team join into VR content development in 2018. Although that, they create more content. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I forgot a little bit. Okay, almost every team, they create 5 to 6 content by one team 1 year. That only because some team, they quit VR business, but the people join in the new company that make the people still in this business got stronger than before. So they have the ability to create more content. And right now in this still in this business, I think their average over 3 years experience they have. And this is the new battlefield. More and more people talk about industry VR. More and more people focus on business. So what they done in China in 2018? Not that much people only focus on content, the consumer content, and the team only focus on B2B side content. Have some, but more team, they are always they will take order from B2B side and keep developing their own product. And for the B2C content side, more people do gaming, like the same like last year. More over half team focus on game, and 43% they will do application, and we actually allow people select not only one option. That's why the total number add together won't be 100%. So for the VR film, more people focus on engine VR film than 360-degree video. And that's because the engine can create film more, have the high quality than film. And that means they will be more popular when they release in the market. So they still have some others like research, other topic, but not that much, like 8.5. And for the B2B content, you can see the most highest, that one, as education and training. But I see different compared with German and China. German content more focused on training, but in China, more and more people do the education. And right now, the university will open the new class to allow people try to learn how to create content or how to use tools about VR. So I think that's a little bit different. They even create the VR education content for the kids under 12. And the medical, of course, not that high because it's very professional. Not every team can join in this business, but it's very valuable. And depends on my experience. I ask almost all the team, they willing to join in medical VR content side, but they don't have enough professional knowledge, professional background, and the link. So I want to point it out, even just have the 15% not mean that's not important. Okay, and also I think the automobile industry and the real is keep the percent like last year, not growing and not losing. And for the income, that's the average level they can earn money from B2B side. And that's the first, I don't know, what's first picture? And we can see that the project number, Sorry, I don't know how to translate to English. Maybe you can just figure out by yourself the reading the picture. I'm not good at translate numbers to English, but this, how can I say that? This data can be trustable. We do that each one to the real person. Okay, sorry, I will skip this because I don't know how to translate the numbers. Okay, so this is the hardware in China. The first one, this is the Vive and Vive Focus added together. You can see 2018 is a little bit lower than last year. And Oculus Rift, there's many people want use Oculus Rift, and myself, I like Oculus Rift a lot. But because Oculus never official joined in China market, so we can't got the service. Like if my Oculus broken, I don't know who can repair it. And also PSVR, and they've been very hot when 2016. But because the long process and their policy things are not that easy drawing in the PSVR not that easy to become a PSVR content provider. But this year, after a long time, more and more people actually can design something on it. So you can see the number a little bit rising. And the Gear VR, I think it's because Samsung didn't have the new product, so the numbers are still a little bit losing. But I want to make this very. I want to point it out, for the standalone headset got very popular in China, especially in B2B side. Traditional customer, they don't like the hardware too complicated to use because they don't want to learn how to set up and how to use it. So the hardware more easy, they're willing to buy, like standalone. You just turn it on and put it in. It can use, they like it, so they will buy it not for one or two, they will buy it a bunch with the content. So in China, because the B2B side, everyone's focused on it, it's kind of like helps that along companies sell device. And only the very professional industry, they need the high quality content, maybe they will choose Vive Pro or Microsoft headset or Oculus. But besides this, if you just want to try how VR can do, they will prefer standalone headset. So I don't know it's the same in German, so I want to share what happened in China. And MR headset, and we have the local brand Pico got a great increasing. I think Microsoft do a lot of work to help the location-based owner to understand how to use their tracking system and trans their content on their platform. So they got more popular than before. Okay, so this is the next year we are trying to do. So because the B2B market will become bigger, we are trying to write a book with a government research organization, and we will collect industry VR content from the whole world. When we finish the collecting, we will do researching and wrote it in the book. And this report, or we see this book, will release to every research organization, every university and government department who have interesting about VR. So actually, that's a very useful thing, can help developer get more attention and customer. So if anyone have interesting to join this book, please send email to me. And second, I think in the future more traditional industry will try something in VR. They just very slow. After 3 years, keep let them learning more knowledge. They got familiar with VR. They actually thinking about to do something, but they got a little bit confused. How? So that's why I pointed out we will write that book that will help them understand how VR can help them. And so standalone content will be a large market. So please pay attention on it. If you have any plan to develop the new content, I think you should consider that as a platform. And also arcade will rising again, and the location-based will become the mainstream. I think right now in China, the location-based is the most successful business, can actually help developer earn money from consumer side. So if you guys have interesting about arcade business, you should focus on the large space. Right now, the customer won't just happy because they play single. They go there by group. So they like play with their friend together. One of my friends, he opened a store in Beijing. In very short time, he got attention and he got break even. After 6 months, he got revenue. So right now, I think since I know he do this business already 18 months, he have 20 store in China, all large space store. So I think that's the key point to make your location-based business different than you played in your home. So if you want to do arcade, have to be unique and different, which you have to come to the store and try it. Well, this basically all because I skip one very important point. I don't know how to translate to English, but I'm willing to answer question. And if you have any more question, can send email to me.
Thank you very much. So we have time for questions. Does anyone have any questions? The survivors who stayed until the end, come on, who still have some energy.
Oh, I will good at answer questions.
I see a hand. I see a hand. There is hope in this room.
Can you talk a little bit about the arcades and what they look like in China?
Okay, I think there's 3 types of arcade in China. First, very small, like a corner. You can open it with a very, very small space. That's only give the service that you play by yourself. It's kind of like just a traditional arcade. You play with a machine. But that won't cost a lot. They basically open in the mall because many people will visit shopping mall, and they can bring the customer from the shopping mall. That's one type. Another type, they will have their not only I think they will have around maybe 10 to 20 device and supply the different content, but most of them will be single player. Won't give the multiplayer game. The third type will be the big space location base. So everyone get in there. You have your backpack, computer, you have the headset and everything, and they will play the multiplayer game together, limited for people, a group, top maybe 8, depends on what content you're trying. That's very popular because every time you have customer, you have a group customer. It's good for business, and not only not only for play, your score will be pictured, sent on your phone. You can share on your social media, share the game score to your friends. I think this is 3 types. The first one is the smallest, but the big space location base will cost a lot. Not everyone can offer it, so we have 3 types.
Is that the kind your friend had?
Yes, of course.
That was my question. Is I was like, "Is your friend for how many people?" So you said this large. You consider like an experience with maybe 8 to 10 people together, and then
Top 8 together. I
Yeah.
think the space is enough, but because they are using a tracking system, when you allow too many people in it, that might be not that good. So I think that right now they only allowed 8 people play together, but 2 teams against each other.
And what kind of experiences, do you think are most successful? Do you have an idea, or at least from your friend's example, because it
Okay.
sounds like his business is booming and
Yeah, the first top topic, of course, is shooting game.
shooting. Okay.
Yes,
It's
people
just
like-
interesting to kind of see what is. Yeah.
Yeah, people like killing each other, I think. Well,
Some people. Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah. I like that because I always win. That's why I like this kind of game, the competition game. And the second will be the horror game, make people scary.
Okay, we should tell the guys from Cobalt to.
Yes.
Okay.
And I know Kobo. That's the scary but also puzzle game. That will be a little bit difficult for Chinese user. They should make it more simple. I will let Yulia know.
You
that.
let her know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And besides that, also puzzle game is also popular because you can solve a puzzle in almost 30 minutes. So if you want to have a content, have successful in location base, have to keep the time, don't be too long, because they will getting tired. So 30 minutes will be a reasonable time. Sometimes you can cut into 10 minutes. Just let them know. It depends on the user expecting. If they're expecting experience, they just want to try. So I think 10 minutes will be enough. But if they want to have fun, they want to try more, maybe you have a 30 minutes experience to be enough. Right now, I didn't see any location-based content that actually can let user play over 30 minutes. That will be too expensive.
And do they usually have like a variety of experiences that people can navigate, or it's just like kind of you have to choose one and play together?
Or you should try to choose one.
Okay, you choose
Yes,
one
yeah.
and you okay.
Maybe after that you can choose another one, but need to pay more.
Right.
Yes.
It's not like a ticket to explore a certain arcade. It's more like you go for an experience, and if you want another one, you pay again. Or
Right now, not that way. But you can buy membership card, and you can charge in it first, and you will got discount. You can play whatever you want.
okay, that's interesting.
To access the Chinese market from outside, government plays a very important role in China. And gaming industry is a bit worried at the moment because there's a freezing of governmental approval process for games going on. Does this also concern VR gaming and VR arcades, or is this a completely different field and it's organized in a completely different way than the gaming process?
You know a lot about China. Well, yes.
I'm a bit worried too, actually, about that.
Yes, the things happened this year, but I think that's just for now. It will be short, and I think these things will be changed very soon. And you're recording, right? I can't talk that more, but the gaming industry will get over this hard time. And right now for VR gaming, we didn't been stopped by that because VR gaming market is too small to bring government attention for now. Maybe later it's more difficult for us. Right now is okay, and things on the location base, it's not charged for the department who charge for gaming. It's under the other stuff like real estate or some stuff. So it's okay now. And when the traditional game industry also can get through it, don't worry. Okay. Just hang on there.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.